In March 1943, at the age of 18, Senator Inouye, then a freshman in pre-medical studies at the University of Hawaii, enlisted in the U.S. Army's 442nd Regimental Combat Team, the famed Go for Broke Regiment, made up principally of soldiers of Japanese ancestry. In the fall of 1944, Inouye's unit was sent to the French Vosges Mountains and spent 2 of the bloodiest weeks of the war rescuing a Texas battalion surrounded by German forces. This rescue of the Lost Battalion is listed in U.S. Army annals as one of the most significant military battles of the century. Senator Inouye soon became a platoon leader and was awarded a Bronze Star and a Battlefield Commission as a second lieutenant. And he and other Americans fought with unmatched courage. This would eventually result in the 442nd being the most decorated unit in U.S. military history for his size and length of service. In Italy, on April 21st, 1945, as the war was drawing to a close, Second Lieutenant Inouye displayed extraordinary gallantry and heroism near San Terenzo as he held his platoon through formidable resistance to capture a key ridge. His Medal of Honor citation states, in part, with complete disregard for his personal safety, Second Lieutenant Inouye crawled up the treacherous slope to within 5 yards of the nearest machine gun and hurled 2 grenades, destroying the emplacement. Before the enemy could retaliate, he stood up and neutralized a second machine gun nest. And although wounded by a sniper's bullet, he continued to engage other hostile at close range until an exploding grenade shattered his right arm. Now, despite the intense pain, he refused evacuation and continued to direct his platoon until enemy resistance was broken and his men were again deployed in defensive positions. After losing his right arm, Lieutenant Inouye spent 20 months in an Army hospital, was promoted to captain, and awarded the Distinguished Service Cross, and then honorably discharged when he returned home to Hawaii. Now, this would have been enough public service for most, but not for Senator Inouye. Due to the loss of his arm, he abandoned his plans to become a surgeon and returned to college to study political science under the GI Bill. He graduated from the University of Hawaii and the George Washington University Law School. In 1953, he was elected to the territorial legislature, of which he was a member until shortly before Hawaii achieved statehood in 1959. He won a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives as Hawaii's first full member and took office on August 21st, 1959. The same date, Hawaii became a state. In 1962, he ran and was elected to the United States Senate, and for 47 years has had a distinguished record as a Senate legislative leader representing the people of Hawaii and all Japanese Americans. Now, I was 9 years old when Senator Inouye was first elected, and have looked at him and have considered him a role model for my entire life. In 2000, our country sought to remedy a prejudice and discrimination that had existed since 1940. And it did so by honoring 22 Asian Americans with the Medal of Honor. 14 of the 22 were from the 442nd Regimental Combat Team, including one awarded to Senator Daniel Inouye. When making the presentation, President Clinton said, "It is long past time to break the silence about their courage. Rarely has a nation been so well served by a people it was so ill treated." Tonight, we honor Senator Daniel K. Inouye with the National Japanese American Memorial Foundation Special Legacy Award for his contributions to our great nation and to all Japanese Americans. We continue to be a living example and he continues to be a living example for me, as well as thousands of American citizens, and clearly defines the real meaning of service to nation. Ladies and gentlemen, even though the senator cannot be with us here tonight, his son Ken and daughter-in-law Jessica are here with us and will accept this award for him. In addition, Senator Inouye did tape an acceptance, so please listen with me.
Aloha. I regret that my schedule does not permit me to be with you for tonight's award. Thank you again for this honor. To all who have gathered for tonight's dinner, you have my best wishes for a most memorable evening that reaffirms your commitment to the values of the National Japanese American Memorial Foundation. Aloha.
Ken and Jessica, will you please join me?